Hello everyone, it's Bubbles from Venom Fluid Art. Thank you for joining us on another adventure on the Fluid Art Express this week. I hope you all just watched Shannon from ShanB Fluid Art, one of my favourite artists. The lady is amazing. So, this week, I have decided I'm just going to try something different because I've been inspired by so many different artists this week. So I watched one of Mina's videos and she did this amazing swipe and some tilts, and been watching Jessica Winterstrom more and more because the lady is amazing. So this week I thought I'd have my own little experiment and try it out for myself on doing a load of palette knife swipe, and I want to try a little bit of tilting action with it and just see what I can come up with. So my colours of choice this week, I've got this Pacific Blue by Eye Candy. Really lovely blue. So we're going to add that one. And the other eye candy I have is Zen Garden. Now this, I would have loved this to have been my Blue Eyes by this little piggy, but unfortunately I have run out. So Darren was kind to make me a colour as close as possible. Isn't that gorgeous? Little baby blue going on there. And then, of course, as I always do, I have my Matisse tube paint. Well, it's not always just Matisse, because I really do love Pebios. They're beautiful colours, and how can you not love Amsterdam? But this one is Matisse, and this looks like it's my stage 2 he makes me of Southern Ocean Blue. So Darren's really clever, and out of one tube paint makes me 3 different shades, which is kind of cool. So what I've already done, I've got my floaty pillow already down. I think this is about a 8 by 10 inch canvas.
Yes.
So wide side, because I like the wide sides, because I'm sort of thinking soon I've got an embellishment project I've started the front up there, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is travel down the sides with the embellishments all around the outside. So when I do finish that one, I will share it with you, because I'll share it if it looks really cool. So what I'm going to do first, now I'm just going to use my little dude today. I was going to use my favourite tool of choice with the crooked handle, but I think I'm going to stick with my little dude today, just because I find this one with this handle, I've just got really good control with the palette knife swipes. It makes it easy. Just because no handle, I can get closer down to the canvas, and I can actually see exactly what I'm doing, which always helps. So all I'm doing right now, which you can't see that I can, is I've just put down some CA first. So I've got my 2 gold dabs of Kin Gold, and the rest is just an oxide black 3:1 ratio CA. So all I'm going to do now is just add to my palette knife those 4 colours I mentioned earlier. I love this baby blue. I really must buy some more Blue Eyes soon. I think I've run out of my taffy too. That's alright. It's always never a shortage of colours though in this garage, I tell you. Live with the Colour King. If I don't got it, he'll make it. Sort of a luxury. Alright, so last colour going in. So what I think we're going to do, we'll give that a little tail. Now we're just going to let that sit just for a minute. Man, there's some cool cells coming through. I love when you put a little bit of the King Blue. See, I got blue in my head. Bubbles' favourite. But I'm going to have to bring this up to show you, because I think that looks really crazy cool. If you can just see in the middle of the gold, the blues popping through. That looks really beautiful. So They're coming through really nice. So what I think we'll do now, we're just going to grab this little dude out. And we're just going to add, because as I said, this week it's just nothing that I've played with before. And I just thought, if I was going to try a new adventure, we may as well share it together. And if it doesn't work, we've got a good learning experience and know what to do next time. Which I think is always the bonus of fluid art too, because there's really no right or wrong. And we always learn about what we can do different next time. So what I think I'll do, and we'll just take that one there. Beautiful. And one more. And I think we've got more than enough paint to have a tilt and see what happens. Thought I'd go back to my favourite blues this week because I thought I've been sort of really stuck on those oranges and reds. They become so addictive just because they look so glorious when you use a black CA with them. But I thought I'd better change it up a bit for you this week, because maybe 3 weeks in a row of red and oranges might have got a bit much for someone. Not for me. I'm still addicted personally. All right. I just dropped a blob. Well, that'll teach me for not watching what I was doing. You know what? We can fix that. What we're going to do is get... So we're going to stretch and pull this anyway, so let's get a little bit, tiny little bit of CA. And let's put the cells back in our blob. Hey, that's cool. All right. So far, so good, I think. All right. Now I think what we'll do is get it moving a bit. I get addicted to watching these move. I think it's really cool. Paint really starts to get a mind of its own. We like to think we're in control all the time, but I really don't think we do. We're going to move that way for a minute. Going to get a little bit down there. Now I really want to stretch that. Get it to open up down to that bottom, my right, your left corner. Took a bit of thinking then. At the moment I'm just realising that I didn't tie my hair back, so I'm trying to avoid wearing it. Now I think we'll go that way a bit. Stretch her down. And you know what is seriously the best about this technique? My hands are getting covered in paint. Seriously cool. Can hear you laughing over there, Wombat. Yeah. Let's just get that corner wet. Let's bring her back. It always gets me when you do it this way, like when I watch people do it and the first initial swipe, how big it can open up and what it changes into. I'm like a child. I just think it's really darn cool. But it seriously just does take a little bit of patience. just move her around till you get her where you want her to be. I'm really digging how that's opening up. I was sort of a bit worried about, like, do you really want your first go to be on camera? And you're like, sure, why not? How bad could it be? So I'm actually happy it's working right now. Definitely want to explore this process a bit further though. I think the only thing I'd have to get used to is that when you normally do the palette knife swipes and the even just a normal swipe, you get used to. What I might just do is stop just for a minute, because I'm noticing I've got that dry bit right there where I'm just going to help that paint. And I just got pluck that out. That way it's just going to run a lot more freely for me. Well, you know what? I'm sort of thinking for experiment piece number 1, that actually looks quite beautiful. I'm actually quite happy with that. Not bad for a first go. What do you think? What I might do is get my amazing cameraman, Mr. Wombat, aka Darren, to give you a close-up reel of that one, and that is a first for you and first for me this week. That is a Bubbles palette knife swipe and tilt her out. See what happens. Really, everyone, have a go. That is really fun. I think I might explore these a little bit further, because there's always a learning lesson to every one you do. And we'll just see what we get. Oh, I love how that's running down there. That's tricky. Very cool. So, that is it for me this week. I thought I'd just do one experiment piece. I hope you enjoyed it, because I actually had fun with that, and I think we might explore this with some different possibilities in the near future, because, yeah, that's fun. So next up after me today, we have the fabulous Tony and Kat, the hippy dippy painter man, the dynamic duo themselves. I bet you they're not behaving, and I bet you're going to giggle. So that is it for me, guys. Until next week, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.